we also have, oh gosh, it's such a busy day. It's so wonderful. And I'm not sure, let me see what time it is, 10:14. Uh, Dr. Andrea Adams has joined us. She is in the process of traveling. So look at these wonderful women. They have done such amazing things to be here. Really, I mean, I feel so blessed. I have the best women here, and they go out of their way to hang out with me. So if you're ready to speak, Dr. Andrea, please let me know, because it is. Are you good? Yes, she is. She's
I am.
traveling with her husband, and he's been kind enough to stop so she can speak with us. So, Dr. Andrea, please take it away and tell the world about yourself. Thank you.
Well, thank you much, Marianne. Of course, it's always a blessing to be able to be on, especially on International Women's Day. I don't know why that made me emotional. Woohoo! Party for us. It's kind of funny when you think about the world, and women. Actually, I'd love it if you guys would drop a word on the Facebook post there in the chat that describes like the most powerful woman that you know or can think of. Somebody, acknowledge somebody who's really made a difference to you. So I'm Dr. Andrea Adams-Miller. I'm the CEO and founder of the Red Carpet Connection, and I'm a neuroscience and a publicist. And what I really care about most is how people are wired in their brains and how we can wire their brains differently so that they can be seen, heard, and understood by the right people at the right time. And, one of those, when we think about women, wow, on celebrating International Women's Day, it's an honor to celebrate the brilliance and strength and resilience of women all across the world. But if you go even further, let's think about the subconscious scripts that women have passed down through the years. I was very fortunate in my life to do a Women of History presentation. So those of you who know me know I'm a huge theater person. I've been in over 65 productions. But one of the things that was my greatest joy was when we wrote these scripts of famous women in history and then acted them out, like Elizabeth Dent Grant and well, I couldn't play Shirley Temple because I wasn't small enough or tiny enough because she was a tiny woman even in her, as an adult. So I played her agent and took my daughter along and curled her hair. And I would go into schools and act as if I was this woman. I've done Margaret Mead, Mary Lincoln Todd, and these women, they had such amazing stories of overcoming the greatest of challenges. So as you think of those women on Facebook to tell us about them so they could be honored, now tell it so we can hear, get a couple words or a sentence or two about why they should be celebrated. When we look back, did you know that your brain is wired to believe the stories that you studies remember of our past, but situations. So, as a neuroscientist, you see the limit limit us emotional. You're too ambitious. You know that needs right now because when women step into their power, we transform lives, families, businesses, and global economies. In fact, I just got a Facebook memory at the very beginning of COVID. So this was 5 years ago. I was in Egypt when COVID hit and all the countries were shutting down, and I didn't know if I was going to get home. But I was with over 100 women for the Women's Economic Forum, talking about how we were changing a global economy and what we were doing. So women have really made their mark. And so it's time for us to go ahead and be too much and be too loud and be too dramatic and be too pretty and too much because we deserve to do that. And it's our time to step up. And I would love to do like a little flip the script, like a little reset. So I'd like us all to take a really deep breath. So, and then repeat after me really loud. I am powerful. My voice shapes the world. I am the architect of my legacy. I am me. And that's why I do what I do. I love to help people who are high level thinkers who do so much and do so many things. The change makers, we wire themselves so that they know that they are powerful and that their voice does shape the world, and they are the architect of their own legacy for themselves and for their families because they're the role models. And so when we can rewire their minds for success and release the, so we don't, let me just dispel a myth with neuroscience. Neuroscience, we don't make those memories go away. It's not like the new uh, um, Ariana's new song. People have been talking about it on different platforms, like where she goes to some clinic and has her brain erased. That is part of her music video. That actually doesn't happen. We don't erase your brain, but what we do is allow you, you still have the memory, but you don't have to live in the memory. There's a difference on saying, oh, I remember being really sad, and then being, oh my God, I was so sad. And being in that emotion. Of course, I was acting there, ha. But you know, often uh, people say that they don't want to have any NLP or hypnosis because they don't want to forget, and that's what I want to dismiss for you. You're not going to forget anything. You're just not, and you're not going to forget that you had pain or sorrow, but you're not going to feel it anymore. You don't have to be in that emotion. Now you can choose to be in it and draw that back up if you need it, like if you're in a play or a musical. But you don't have to have that trauma emotion anymore. And that's what's really cool about what we can do. So I challenge you today to, you know, what's that one outdated belief or story that's in your head that no longer serves you, that you can drop, release, and let it go, because that doesn't serve you anymore. So, what doesn't serve you? Let's figure out how you can drop it and let it go, because women are here to lead the future. And although there are studies that say that people can't multitask, we all know as women that's total BS. Okay, yeah, maybe you can't do difficult long division and recite four score and 7 years ago at the same time, but we certainly know what it's like to balance a checkbook while bouncing a baby on our knee, or to make supper at the same time that we're feeding a child, or fold laundry while we're listening to a news station, or learning a program, or an audio book or something like that. We're multitaskers and we can do anything. So, as women who are leading the future, we are the future. So let's take our hearts and intelligence and resilience and everything we do together and stop playing small and start playing big and legendary. So I'm Dr. Andrea Adams-Miller. Thank you so much, Marianne, for letting me be here and sharing a little bit of fun and whatever love. And happy International Women's Day.
Thank you, Dr. Andrea. She is a really great human being, also not just an exceptional businesswoman who also juggles. Oh my gosh, I can't even. I don't even know. Way more than I do, and I do a lot. So, just on that note, thank you so much. We did have some technical difficulties. We lost you. We lost the video, and then we had some cutting in and out, but that's just to be expected with virtual anything. And so thank you for taking the time to stop on the road and chatting with us and throwing some great nuggets out there for us. So I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and say thank you to your husband also, who stopped.